Balerion the Black Dread was 200 years old when he died during the reign of Jaehaerys the Conciliator. He was so large he could swallow an aurochs whole. A dragon never stops growing, Your Grace, so long as he has food and freedom. In King's Landing, your ancestors raised an immense domed castle for their dragons. The Dragon Pit, it is called. It still stands atop the Hill of Rhaenys, though all in ruins now. That was where the royal dragons dwelt in the days of yore, and a cavernous dwelling it was, with iron doors so wide that 30 knights could ride through them abreast. Yet even so, it was noted that none of the pit dragons ever reached the size of their ancestors. The maesters say it was because of the walls around them, and the great dome above their heads. I served for a time in King's Landing, in the days when King Aerys sat the Iron Throne, and I walked beneath the dragon skulls that looked down from the walls of his throne room. His grace was often pleasant, though he could be very harsh to those he thought his enemies. As for your brother Rhaegar, it was said that no man ever knew Prince Rhaegar truly. I had the privilege of seeing him in tourney, though, and often heard him play his harp with its silver strings. Miles Mouton was Prince Rhaegar's squire, and Richard Lonmouth after him. When they won their spurs, he knighted them himself, and they remained his close companions. Young Lord Connington was dear to the prince as well, but his oldest friend was Arthur Dane. The Prince of Dragonstone was a most puissant warrior, and many fine words have been spoken of him. But words win no battles. I have seen 100 tournaments, and more wars than I would wish, and however strong or fast or skilled a knight may be, there are others who can match him. A man will win one tourney and fall quickly in the next. A slick spot on the grass may mean defeat, or what you ate for supper the night before. A change in the wind may bring the gift of victory, or a lady's favor knotted round an arm. Rhaegar was able, that above all. Determined, deliberate, dutiful, single-minded. There is a tale told of him, but doubtless Ser Jorah knows it as well. As a young boy, the Prince of Dragonstone was bookish to a fault. He was reading so early that men said Queen Rhaella must have swallowed some books and a candle whilst he was in her womb. Rhaegar took no interest in the play of other children. The maesters were awed by his wits, but his father's knights would jest sourly that Baelor the Blessed had been born again. Until one day, Prince Rhaegar found something in his scrolls that changed him. No one knows what it might have been. Only that the boy suddenly appeared early one morning in the yard as the knights were donning their steel. He walked up to Sir Willem Darry, the Master-at-Arms, and said, "I will require sword and armor. It seems I must be a warrior." Prince Rhaegar's prowess was unquestioned, but he seldom entered the lists. He never loved the Song of Swords the way that Robert did, or Jaime Lannister. It was something he had to do, a task the world had set him. He did it well, for he did everything well. That was his nature, but he took no joy in it. Men said that he loved his harp much better than his lance. When he was young, his grace rode brilliantly in a tourney at Storm's End, defeating Lord Steffan Baratheon, Lord Jason Mallister, the Red Viper of Dawn, and a mystery knight who proved to be the infamous Simon Toyne, chief of the Kingswood Outlaws. He broke 12 lances against Sir Arthur Dane that day. He was not the champion, though. That honor went to another knight of the King's Guard, who unhorsed Prince Rhaegar in the final tilt. Years later, however, the prince won the greatest tourney of them all, the tourney Lord Went staged at Harrenhal beside the God's Eye, in the year of the False Spring. A notable event. Besides the jousting, there was a melee in the old style fought between 7 teams of knights, as well as archery and axe throwing, a horse race, a tournament of singers, a mummer show, and many feasts and frolics. Lord Went was as open-handed as he was rich. The lavish purses he proclaimed drew hundreds of challengers. Even your royal father came to Harrenhal, when he had not left the Red Keep for long years. The greatest lords and mightiest champions of the 7 kingdoms rode in that tourney, and the Prince of Dragonstone bested them all. Your Grace, it is not for such as me to say what might have been in your brother's heart when he crowned Lyanna Stark over his lady wife. The Princess Elia was a good and gracious lady, though her heart was ever delicate. Perhaps he would have been happier with another, but I am not certain it was in Rhaegar to be happy. He was not a sour man, no, but there was a melancholy to Prince Rhaegar, a sense of doom. He was born in grief, my queen, at Summerhall, and that shadow hung over him all his days. Yet Summerhall was the place the prince loved best. He would go there from time to time, with only his harp for company. Even the knights of the Kingsguard did not attend him there. He liked to sleep in the ruined hall, beneath the moon and stars, and whenever he came back, he would bring a song. When you heard him play his high harp with the silver strings, and sing of twilights and tears and the death of kings, you could not but feel that he was singing of himself and those he loved.